I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always.
What is going on, believers? Guys, I hope everybody's having a great day. My name is Bleaves. This is Breakfast with Bleaves. I've got my Volting Hour Volt official hat on. I've got my terrarium shirt on this morning. Things be popping here, dog. I do have, by the way, a Volt coffee cup, but I forgot to bring it to work today. So we're going to miss out on that one. You're not going to see that one, but we're going to show it on Bedtime with Bleaves. I'm accidentally going to take a drink of water and be like, oh no, what is this? My Volt coffee cup? Just to annoy people. By the way, I also have a whole bunch of stickers. We threw stickers on everything, and I even put a sticker on my lemonade water bottle. You guys know the lemonade water bottle. If you haven't followed me for long enough, then maybe you should be following me for a lot longer. And if you haven't, go back and watch some of the old videos because I am a riot. I'm hysterical. Absolutely funny. Maybe not, but you know what I'm talking about. You get it. Let's go talk right now about the Bitcoin price because that is the thing that moves everything, right? And for the last little while, it looks like we have had a good little run going on. We touched down at the bottom. Now, remember, last night was looking a little bit tragic. We were getting over here. We got to the Asian markets, and the Asian markets really started to dump. And we had, if you look in here, you can see these are some long wick candles. There was a bad price action after a nice little run up last night. Remember, we all made, I hope everybody made a pretty good amount of money as we did that one last night. And then we got this drawdown, and this drawdown came all the way down to 21,598. And if you go over here and look at Ethereum, Ethereum's kind of trending the same way. Again, we're still outside and we're not trading up and down as brutally right now as Bitcoin is, but it dropped down to 1493, 1495. Looks like there's kind of a rush there. Then for another few hours, again, you can see here, if we look over at Bitcoin, we see just a kind of a drastic drop. Now, this is not, by the way, the candles or the wicks being drawn out. This is that Ethereum sentiment is very high right now. So it moved from 1495 to where it's trading at right now, which is 1565. So that was a big move. I was asleep for this, so I did not get in on this dip. So, and I wasn't feeling comfortable, by the way. I did see that it was down near 1500 when I went to sleep last night, but I also was not real confident in the Indian market because if you guys were paying attention to the news coming out of India, the India the crypto, the Royal Bank of India, the Reserve Bank, I'm sorry, Royal Bank, I don't know. The Reserve Bank of India has recommended to the government that it should frame regulations for cryptocurrency. The Indian government wants an international collaboration if such a ban has to be put into effect. So, as you can see here, what you're looking at right now is an effort by, and this is crazy, okay? This is just, in my mind, this is a little bit bonkers. Not only does India want to control cryptocurrency, but it also wants the rest of the world to help it control its people. That's kind of nuts to me. I don't know how that makes you feel, but it makes me feel just a little bit uncomfortable that we're having that conversation. Like that's just a little off. I don't think that should be happening. I do feel like maybe that's a bad thing to be seeing play out. That's a lot of control that they're trying to gain. And not only that, but they're trying to get a coordinated effort with the world to control cryptocurrency in the India market. And of course, if there is control and the other governments are helping, why not implement that on their own people as well? That's the kind of overreach that we are trying to avoid. We're always trying to avoid. So let's be a little nervous that this is happening right now. And, we'll see how this plays out. there are cryptos like Terrarium. The Terrarium project is stationed over in India. So, this is a big deal, and this will affect a lot of different cryptocurrencies. So I think we should be on the lookout for it. I think we should be a little bit nervous about it. And I think we should be a little concerned when we see things like that happening. But what's going on, Bugs? Hitoshi, good morning to you, sir. Ellis, what's going on? Steven, what's going on? Good morning. Eric C, good morning. MD, what's going on? I think that, I think we got a little turnaround in the market, and I think I keep looking at the Dow, and the Dow overnights keep looking like really nice. This was up like 300 points a little while ago. It's at 241 right now. What's up, Wesley? DNA, what's going on? And here we are, 240, 38 points on the S&P. Now, guys, remember when we left last time, we were down 215 points, but we were up 650 the day before. So we're up 435 over the last 2 days, which is a pretty good number. The SPY, however, is down 3, but it is up. Look at this. The SPY, it looks like, is going up 38 points. Now, I want you to think about that. That is a huge number right now. And what happened yesterday? We saw tech stocks take a dip, and those tech stocks took a dip because Apple reported some poor, they didn't report poor earnings, by the way. I think they were preparing everybody for that, but what they did was they said that they were going to draw down their hiring practices next year, and that was enough to spook the market. Now, it could possibly have been, and a lot of people become experts when nobody's looking, but it could have been that the home building industry also reported a very stagnant situation happening. So I think that they were looking at all of these things that were happening at once, and they were starting to feel a little bit nervous on that sentiment, which is why we got that drawdown the way that we did yesterday. Now, that being said, it looks like we're gaining some of it back. We are up more than we were down yesterday. So if I, break that out into a 3-day total, then the 3-day total looks a whole lot better than what it looked like right here. We can look at the day totals right here, and you can kind of see that the Dow Jones is still trending in the right direction. So, I think we all feel pretty good overall. Where do we settle? Right here, 31,072. So we settled right here. We'll see that candle right there fix itself in short order. Now it's going to be a red candle, by the way. It'll be, I think we blew the top off around here. So it'll be settled like somewhere down here, and then we'll start off for the next day. So we'll have one red candle in there, but maybe we'll get a few to pump it up for the next couple of days. Remember, we've got until the 28th to make something happen. The 26th and the 27th, we're going to get some nervous sentiment. And if you remember, there are a few guys at the Wall Street Journal who seem to get, for some reason, the extra deets, like sick, mad stuff, bro. They get from the Fed when the Fed goes into these FOMC meetings. And on the 26th, we're probably going to see that. Yes, by the way, tomorrow is my birthday, so let's not forget that. So if you guys, I'm gonna post my wallet somewhere. So if you guys want to like donate crypto or something like that, just be like, you know what, Bleaves deserves some crypto or some shit like that. Or wait for it. Let's go back here. Let's do it one more time. Or a sick ass Vaulting Hour hat. Look at this hat. Or if you're with Terrarium and you want a sick ass Terrarium shirt, guys, things be happening. Oh, and also, you know what? And we got the sticker down there. And as you can see, my studio right here is my desk in my office, so it is a goddamn disaster. So, no cap, dog. So, as you can see, I'll take anything. All right. So anyway, the Dow Jones, we're going to have some correction on that. We're going to have a little red candle there, but hopefully we're going to get a little bit of pump. We've got the 26th, and then the Wall Street Journal will get the leaks. And then the 27th, that's when Jerome Powell is going to come out, and he's going to stand up on I think he has a stair stepper because he's only like 4'1". So he's going to stand up in his, high chair and go like, "Hi guys, Jerome Powell here. And, the Fed everything's looking like super gnarly. We're going to raise the basis by 75 basis points. And, everything's really looking good with this economy. We've had some struggles, we've had some problems, but in the end, and at the end of this whole thing, I think that I think we're coming out of it. I think we haven't realized it yet, but we're coming out of it really good. So I think that this is just going to be a really good and an awesome thing. So you guys, let's surf, bro, or something like that. Whatever kind of shit he says to his friends, you know what I'm talking about. Like, he's going to do it because it's Jerome Powell. He's going to talk like he sounds like Kermit the Frog. You know what I mean? Like, it's all going to happen, and we're going to be like, bro. So that's how it's going to break down. Let's get back in here a little bit. Mike Jones, what's going on, my man? Ulysses, good morning. And are we pumping again? Let's see what's going on over here. Now, I haven't checked. Look, I haven't checked I did kind of looking and checking because I had videos and I was running a little bit late, having a snack. So, all right. So we got BTFA at 87.21. Band down a little bit, 89. So we need a little bit more pump in that. We need a little bit more pump in that part of the market, man. That's where I want to see it. Like, I want to see it in our tokens. You know what I mean? Like, let's get our shit together. You know what I mean? By the way, I did put out, for those of you that didn't see it, and I don't know if you care or not, but I did put out a Saitama video last night, and I put out a positive Saitama video. And look, I said I wasn't going to do that anymore. I wasn't going to cover Saitama. But, to be fair, when you look at this right here, you compare it to everybody else. Like, this is not the fire that everybody has been talking about. Look, and I'm not defending anybody over there, but they created this little channel that moved along kind of with Bitcoin. See how it's doing, and it's having a breakout. Of course, Ethereum is having a breakout. If I do this with almost any one of these, they've got a market cap of 165 million, and they have a constant volume of trading. Like, let's go. If we're looking at similar, if we're looking at similar tokens, then let's compare this to, and it's not a fair comparison yet, but if we compare Saitama at 165 million to Terra, then they've got 115 million market cap. But look at the trading volume: 117,000 versus 462,000. Like, that's 4x the volume that's being traded, and that's just on Uniswap. That's not considering any other exchanges. So we're not talking about a dead token by any means. And we do have a trend to the upside, which I'm not sure if that's going to be maintained. This launch happened. It maintained itself for a little while. It did have a big dump all the way down to 2026. But listen, imagine the people that got in around here. You know what I mean? Like, they're feeling really good about their position right now. Then we got this big pump up here. I told them, and I said, I'm thinking about putting in a position when we get to the 28th and we actually see a big dump. And I still think that the big dump is coming. And you know what? Why not secure a position in Saitama? Because listen, this is what happens here. If you just think about this for a second, this thing drops down to like 2,000 because people are pissed off and they're mad. And the next thing you know, what happens? It pumps up to 30. What is this? 34. So it pumps to 34. You take your profit at that point, and that's a 70% move. Then it dumps down just a little bit more, and you're back at like 28, 29. So at 29, you ate back in, and you come back up here, and you got another 30% off of it. And you take that profit, and you dump down here at the 28 again. You're finding, like, there's a support line obviously here at 28, just based on the number of holders and their position. But you've got this ascending sort of channel. This is still a bear flag, by the way. This is not. I'm not saying anything. This is a bear flag. This thing is going to wreck with the rest of the market. So you can see it. It is 100% perfectly laid out right now. But it's having a breakout to the upside. So, I mean, why not? I mean, this is a moneymaker. If you can find the bottom on Saitama, you can make money on Saitama, and the tax is only 4%. Now, I do think that some of the traders and some of the swing traders and day traders, they're going to be moving over to Terra, because Terra's tax right now is only 1% burn and 1% reflection. So, I feel like Terra is going to be the play right now, and you're going to start to see a lot of swing traders and a lot of heavy sort of activity coming in. They're not pumping a marketing wallet. They're not doing anything other than they're just trying to crush ass, man. That's all they're trying to do. So we'll see what happens here. Builders, I don't want to pay. Yeah. So, the thing with builders is, remember, lumber was incredibly high. Lumber prices came down. That caused a pump in the price. When that caused a pump in the price, that caused places like Zillow and Realtor.com to start buying up properties. Now, you remember the Home Shopping Club, the Home Network, whatever stupid channel there is that has all the people that go, my house looks like turds. And then the other people are like, and my house looks great. And then they're like, we're swapping over and we're going to turn this piece of shit into something really awesome. And then we're going to take this nice house and we're going to trash this thing because we're rock and roll, baby. And then they do this thing and they do the house. Everybody's interested in how you like change and do houses. And then you have the house flippers and you have all those people and you have all that shit going on. And then guess what? At the end of the whole thing, Zillow and Realtor.com decided they were going to get in on it and they were going to start flipping houses. And then they started flipping houses and overcharging for houses. And it worked at first before anybody knew it was happening. And then all of a sudden, people were like, why are the houses selling so fast? And it turns out that Zillow and Realtor.com, through investors, were buying up houses and then holding them and flipping them in order to try to drive up the price of all of the houses and make more money, greedy pricks. And then guess what? Then they got stuck with a massive amount of inventory and those houses are not selling the way that they wanted them to sell or the way that they were selling. So now they're eating it just a little bit and they deserve every bit of that. You know what I mean? Like they deserve every bit of that. I hope they choke on that money. So like it's just, I don't like when people manipulate a system. You can't control it, but you can wish bad things on those assholes. So what's up, Kat? Good morning, Voltaholic. I'm not sure they're scammers. They're still standing there and they're still doing what they do, even if they're not great at it. They're still doing their thing. So, look, they're still making a shot. So Rodney caught Saitama with the fake credit card Photoshop. Devin, that's silly, right? That's just a photo opportunity. That's just an ad. That's not the real card. Like everybody's crying about that, but you know what? That's because Saitama makes people come in. And I felt like I should say something like, listen, it doesn't matter. All of that stuff is just ridiculous. Look, Saitama, they make mistakes like anybody else. They made a mistake by doing that, but guess what? There's ads out there that people use, and it's probably going to be freaking people out now, but local regional card dealers, they all use the same ad and they just put their name at the end of it because people share assets. And when you get in with a marketing company that creates stuff like that, they share assets. Everybody who's going to use whatever program that's through, if it's Revolut or whatever company that is that does it, whoever that is, they're going to give every single company that's trying to get one of those black Visa cards the same ad. It's going to have the same burn marks down at the bottom. It's going to have the same burnt circle at the top. It's all going to be the same. That doesn't mean that. All that means is that they're advertising. Like it's nonsense for people to turn this into something that it's not. But listen, if you don't like Saitama, you're looking for reasons to be mad about Saitama. Hey, you found one because whoever does marketing used the same thing as somebody else to let you know about the fictitious thing that doesn't exist right now might exist one day. It's just stupid. It's just ridiculous. And Faltron and his stupid shit, it was all ridiculous. And Power in the house. What's going on, Power? So listen, guys, Bybit is sponsoring a voting process to get Volt listed on Bybit. It's going to start 23.59 UTC on the 27th of the month, and you're going to get a vote, and every bit of your vote is going to be 1 USDT based on the value of what it is that you send over. So the way I figure it is, if we all send over like $500 like we did with goddamn, what was it, BitGet? If we did the same thing with BitGet, then we'll probably get the same kind of result. We'll make this a slam dunk, and then we'll be listed on Bybit in short order. So that seems like a good play. And as we're pumping, by the way, ETH is back up to pumping a little bit. So, you're going to see the prices as some purchases and buys come in. You're going to start seeing our prices over here start to pump a little bit more too. So listen, I'm objective. I try to be objective. I'm not always, but no, Bugs. It is in fact not. It has been changed, and Terrarium just made the announcement a little while ago, and the announcement is right here. Tokenomics update. We've reduced the taxes to just 2%, 1% burn, 1% rewards. So instead of 2% burn, it's now 1% burn, 1% reward. I don't know why. But like they're having that conversation too, by the way. Sorry if I missed something. Why remove the marketing wallet? And is this buy or sell tax really just 2%? If so, that means I can get 2% slippage to 2%. If that doesn't, I mean, and of course, yes, you can. So, and there's a lot of people with a lot of different ideas. But that's the number that they went with. Believes, I know you said that it could dump again. But is it possible that this is the start of the end of the year bull run? It is absolutely not. We are not in an end of the year bull run. If you invest like we're in a bull run, you are going to get absolutely 100% wrecked. So do not consider that. Do not trade like it is. Please be very, very careful. We're going to dump on the 28th. Now here's, and I'm going to give you, look, we're going to look at the chart again. I'm going to tell you what I think again. Like I'm going to repeat it every day until we get there, just to give you guys an idea of what I think is going to happen with these charts. And that's going to evolve over time, by the way, because new information is going to come in, new information is going to flow out. We're going to see things change. Dow futures at 239. We had about 6 minutes until the market opens. Information comes in, information comes out. Maddie B, the tokenomics update on Terrarium is they've reduced the taxes to 2%. We knew that was happening. 1% burn, 1% rewards. Also, if you are in, if you're Volt Inu, then also go check out it's Volt. It's at VDSC_official, and that is the new Volted Dragon Sailors Club, and it is right here. There we go. All right, so we now have a new one. It's the Volted Dragons Sailors Club, 10,000 3D Volted Dragons sailing around the world to find their club. So that's part of the Volt Inu ecosystem. So if you want to follow it, it's at VDSC_official. And you can find it on the Volt Inu official website as well. So, and you see here, like Voltoshi threw in a mohawk right there. Look, the guy gets it. He knows. He understands the power of the mohawk. I mean, a lot of people don't understand the power of the mohawk. He understands the power of a mohawk. That's important. But also, he understands the power of the afro. He understands the power of the Crocodile Dundee hat, the VDSC club, the sailor. He understands the sway hat. He understands. Look at this. This is incredible. Listen, I was having fun looking through here, seeing how these were generated. Like I was trying to like map it out myself. Like, how could I do this and stuff like that? And first of all, you have to generate the dragon, which I'm out at that point. Like if I can't draw it, then forget that. These are 3D rendered. So, I mean, they look really super cool. So I hope Saitama booms. I would love to get some of my money back. Yeah, listen, you're going to get your money. You're going to get some money back. I'm not promising you anything, and I'm not promising you that it's going to do 20 or 30x. But look, I'll tell you what I said. What I said was it's going to do 20 or 30x, and it's going to do it because your videos, and it's right here. Saitama is going to do 20 or 30x with the market, and you know what? Ew, we should fix that. For anybody coming in, like, I need subscribers too. Like, subscribe to my channel, become a member. I think, look, they do things wrong, and everything gets exacerbated by the things that they do wrong because of who they are, because of their position, and because of the jealousy of every other team. Now, when I say jealousy, I don't mean that everybody is green with envy, living their life trying to be like Saitama. But Saitama ran a $7.7 billion token at one point. Everybody wants a $7.7 billion token plus more. So, they kind of laid a blueprint out on how to hype a token. And a lot of people are following that. Even if they don't understand that they are following it, they are still following it. So, Saitama, when the time is right, even at this point, when they're saying like, oh, we're not going to give these people, they still have 127,467 holders that they've transferred over. I think they're still working on it. I'm not in tune enough to know all of it, but look, they're going to 10x from where they are. It's going to be 3 cents. They could even 20x. In order, by the way, they're at 165 right now, and their top was 7.7 billion market cap. That is 46.67 40. That's a 46x from where they are right now to get to 7.7 billion market cap to reach their all-time high again. Can they do that? I don't think so, but the market has to do something. If the market goes crazy and we end up at a $3.5 trillion market cap or a $4 trillion market cap, of course it can. Because that's a 33% higher market cap than we were at before. And if they did 5 trillion, just having a good little run by producing some new stuff, then yes, it can absolutely blow up. So I do think that anybody who's in it is going to be on a run at some point. A 20x at this point would be a $3.3 billion market cap, and a 30. And again, that's going to happen. It's going to happen when we get on the bull run, when the actual bull run starts and the money starts to churn and we get it made. I mean, dude, you're going to make your money off of Saitama. It's just going to take a while, like everything else. The bad part of Saitama, the hard part of Saitama is this: you bought at the top. Now you got to wait. You know what I mean? Like that was just, you got in at the bad time. And that's not the long-term hodl time. If we didn't know that before, we know that now. We are more educated and more savvy investors now than we were back then. So we know these things. We see these things. So we don't buy the tops. We don't buy the green candles. Like, for example, right now, if you ask me if you should buy Saitama, I would say, well, you probably should at some point because it's going to have a moment and you might be able to double your bag real easy. Because of the price action, because again, this thing does stuff. But because of that price action from 3,000 to 36, that's a 20%. It's a 20% increase right there. So if you bought in here a couple days ago, 20% increase. But if you're asking me if you should buy right now, hell no, because you're on this channel and you're at the top of it. So that's not the time to buy. You buy at the bottom. You know what I mean? So. And then you see if maybe it breaks down below the bottom, and you get one of these buying opportunities again. And this buy opportunity right here is probably going to happen again around, this is June 13. This is when everything bottomed out again. So this thing is probably going to happen when we get down to 17,000 Bitcoin or 16,000 Bitcoin. Now, I did say 16,000 Bitcoin was the number that I was going for. So, and we don't have an update on the market yet. We're going to get an update any second now. Pre-market is at 271. So it looks like people are starting to run. Ethereum is at 1569. Bitcoin is up to 22,300. So it looks like the U.S. market is set to run. But anyway, we're going to get a low number and we're going to get a great buy opportunity. And when that buy opportunity comes in, why not take advantage of at least a 2x or at least a 3x? Because, from 2,000 to 4,200, that's what? That's 100 and... that's 110, 50. It's 115%. So if you want to make 115% of your money in a bear market in, what was this, June 13 to June 24 in 11 days, why not? You know what I mean? So like they're shitting on Saitama is just to draw eyes in. And they do plenty of things wrong, but at the end of the day, this is still a big token with a lot of holders, and it's continuing to add new holders. So just remember that. All right, so now we're up here, and the Dow Jones is up 200 points to lead off the day. So we minted that ugly red candle. Now we're on our way, and the SPY is up 3.7, 1% up on the day. So we're starting to see this. I don't know what earnings report are coming out by the way today. Banks were yesterday. Let's see what the earnings are so far. If the earnings, by the way, when you look at the earnings reports here, we're moving past banks, stock futures climb amid earnings. Oh, and IBM shares slide, and that was such bullshit. Like if you go read this, IBM shares slide after company trims cash forecast, but it says they slide 4%, but earnings per share was up from what they anticipated. Revenue was up from what they anticipated, and it slides 4%. These fucking people, man! I swear to God, investors are such weird people. Actually, we're seeing a little breakout happen here. So if you got in down here at the bottom again, and you got that 14, I think it was 14 something last night. So more power to you, because you're about to make out. Yeah, put it into Volt, man. Volt is your hedge against inflation, just like Bitcoin. All right, Power. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Anytime. Kuma pump. Kuma, been waiting. Everybody tells me Kuma's pumping, and I keep going and looking at Kuma, and it's never pumping. And then they're like, "Oh, it's having a breakout." Let's agree to disagree. Let's see. Well, no shit. It really is having a breakout. About time. So it's up 50%. For anybody who bought in down here, you guys got to be feeling good about that one. 50% on the week and 15% on the day. That is a nice little breakout. And what is the market cap? Market cap is down to 2.49 million now. Remember, this market cap was 20 million. So, yeah. What's going on, Cody? Plus, bought 5 million in Nvidia stock. Might as well join the old hag and get rich too. Doesn't it feel like she's behind the times with Nvidia? Like that doesn't feel like the play to me. I'd be interested to see how this plays out. Power, are you still in here? What's the starting price of the Volt NFTs? I don't think they've decided yet. I would assume they're going to be about $100 a piece, maybe $200 a piece. Maybe like 0.1 ETH, something like that. I think the last one that I was part of was 0.125. And then the price came down to 0.1 to try to sell all 10,000. So we're going to see it'd probably be like 1.2 or 0.1 to start off with. And then they'll vary it to make sure that they all get sold. What's up, Crypto Surfer? Yeah, Bitcoin longs are activated, man. It looks like we're on a pump. So we got that big candle. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know what? It probably always will be, but it doesn't mean that look, they screwed up with what they were doing. They're trying to fix it. I think Russ trusted Max, and Max didn't know what he was doing, or he wasn't as good at what he was doing as they thought. And because he was a partner, they gave him a lot more leeway than they should have given him. I think that's the ultimate problem. And then Russ, because Russ believes that's his responsibility, Russ had his back, and Russ took care of him and shielded him from the concerns and the problems. And that caused a problem, which led to an eventual rift, which led to Max leaving and them moving on from Saitama and developing Pro with this Indian development team. So, that's, and in the meantime, they didn't do themselves any favors. I still think there's plenty of problems that happened with them. I'm not here to say that Saitama is a great project. I'm here to say that it's going to 20 or 30x, and I know that it's going to do that. But I'm not telling you that Saitama is the best project on the planet or anything like that. There's a bunch of shitty projects out there that are going to make a lot of money soon. JG shared the backstory on the Dragon NFT last night. Yeah. Your Saitama discussion is head and shoulders above all the other. I appreciate you, man. Saitama isn't the first crypto to screw up and have to go back to the drawing board. Exactly. They're going back to the drawing board, and they're going to figure this out. And if they figure it out, then we're all going to be like, wow. You know what I mean? So you might as well just see what happens. And let's go see what Luna Classic is up to right now. 1057, basically idling sideways. Terra Classic is at 43. So that's kind of sideways action too. Not really doing anything, down just a little bit on the day, 1.5%. So, But now, you know what, guys? Now I'm annoyed that I didn't get in when I had a chance this morning. Like I went to sleep last night looking at somewhere around here, like maybe this candle right here, seeing that it was headed down to like the 1500s. And I was thinking like, man, this would be a great opportunity to get back in, and it probably was a great opportunity to get back in. So missed out on this little run right here. But I had decided that I was going to stick with these buy tags and these buy signals, and this hasn't given me a sell signal on the 1 hour yet, and I've gotten it on the 30-minute. But if I had done that, then I would have bought here, and you know, I'd be holding on for days and days, and you know, I already sold, so I'm gonna wait for a dump before I do it. But if you look here, by the way, we have to zoom a little bit here to get a little bit more on the chart here. But if you look over here, there's not a whole lot of resistance along the way here. Again, this is your pocket of resistance. If you see this over here, right here, that's that volume of resistance. So, and it starts around 1650, 1660, a little bit. So it is entirely possible that Ethereum just goes nuts and ends up at 1800 to catch this spot here. Remember, there was a lot of trading going on at 1800 for, I mean, what was it, a month before it dipped down some more? Like we were in this area for a long period of time, and then we were in this area for a long period of time before that breakdown happened. So, you know, we could really run all the way back up to 1800 just in short order, like before you even know it. What's going on, man? Coma, Saitama is on another level of messing up. It's all they do. Yeah, that's it. And that's just it. Be careful with what you're doing. Like, I'm not telling you this is a long-term investment. I'm telling you that when it dips, it's going to double. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you take 10 grand, turn it into 20 grand? Like, it'd be silly not to. Grove token is killing it right now. Not even eat zero. I'm ready to buy the next dip. So am I, man. I'm sitting on the sidelines with dry powder in hand. Like I still have all my tokens, but I've got all of my alts stabled. I have everything in stable right now. I'm missing this pump, by the way. I sold all my Link, which it's up 1%, so it's not that big a deal. But my Gala, I had Gala. I sold it last night before I went to bed to stable everything when I went to bed, and now it's up 7%. And I'm like, God damn, that was an opportunity. Yeah, as soon as the numbers come out, we're gonna start to feel it. Like it's just gonna feel bad. Pelosi equals insider trading. Nvidia will probably blow up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with it. So I would think that if she's doing that, she's doing that because of what do you call it? Because of crypto mining. But Nvidia doesn't support crypto mining unless they have a department for that or something like that. But I'm going to be interested now to see how Nvidia plays out. So it's up 3% today. Who knew? Nancy Pelosi, I guess. Oh, here we go. Semiconductor vote. Paul Pelosi bought as much as $5 million worth of stock in software and computer chip company Nvidia in June, ahead of chip manufacturing bill vote. All right. The husband of Nancy Pelosi just bought 20,000 shares of Nvidia less than a month before Nvidia's second quarter earnings are due out. The shares of the semiconductor giant closed 2.2% higher on Monday. Investors seem to be continuing to react positively to that news. But as I reported, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, Paul, exercised millions of dollars in Nvidia call options, according to a new congressional financial disclosure. Over the weekend, the new website Daily Caller noted that why don't instead of the Daily Caller, why don't they just call it the Democratic Dick Rider? Because all they do is just try to find any Democrat who does something that they don't like and then just make an article about it. Like, come on, at least be honest. I like, and by the way, Daily Caller, I think, isn't Isn't that Ben Shapiro? I like that guy. Came out of a possible Senate vote, and this article dated 15 says 200 call options. Any field fire. No, what? Videos on several semiconductors that was expected to benefit from the government boosting the industry. Oh, okay. So the government is expected to boost the semiconductor industry, and that in turn will boost NVIDIA. So that makes sense. But Nancy's name is not Paul, by the way. So, and yeah, I would think that that's insider trading. To me, that would seem to be insider trading. But you know what? You got to be able to prove that, and that's not a provable thing. Can we get off Saitama? I think everyone's sick of their bullshit. Yeah, we're going to get off of it. And yeah, they've had plenty of chances, but listen, we still got to talk about them because they still move the needle, and we're going to bring it up every once in a while. And listen, I've not brought them up for months. So every once in a while, they're going to get their turn in the barrel. Yours is on Wednesdays. All right. So by the way, let's go over here and let's talk Shift token. I definitely would want to talk about Shift token. So Shift right now is sitting at, and we talked about this yesterday, if you guys remember, waiting for this thing to blow up. The Shift app is just getting ready to come. Market cap right now, 302,000. And you know, as a comparison, we're going to go over here and we're going to go look at Steppen. So you see here, Steppen has a market cap of 649 million, and this is a competitor. Shift is coming out to be a competitor for Steppen. Now, if you go to Steppen, what is Steppen? Steppen is this website right here, and this is not loading very fast. Weak shit, and it's been updated. So this is a fitness app you can download to your phone, keeps track of the distance that you've run, your carbon offset. I don't know what the carbon offset is, but okay. And then the calories burned. And I'm not sure. Steppen is a Web3 lifestyle app that rewards users for movement. So it rewards for crypto. Here's the team. Blah, 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 blah. Well, Steppen, get out the way. God damn it, what is that? Step out the way, whatever. I don't know. Somebody sings that stupid song. I don't even know what song I'm talking about, by the way, but somebody knows what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. And this is Shift, bringing the future of health and fitness. Then here's the white paper. This is where you can go to buy it on Uniswap. There's a circulating and total supply. It's the same, by the way. And the contract address literally says DeFi at the end. Are you shitting me? How could you not be invested in something that says DeFi at the end of it by accident? Like, that's karma. Anyway, the Shift Fit app is coming out. You can see here a little bit of, you know, they make promo and hype videos, and you see them all the time. Like, if you're following their Twitter, then you're going to see a lot of different little hype videos and a little promo about what is going on with the product. And a lot of fitness-related women and men. Whichever one you like, they got plenty. But you can see here, like look, there's a lot going on here. This thing is going to just absolutely explode at some point. And there was a video. Well, look, there was a video. Nope. Anyway, I'll get some stuff together and we'll do a shift. We'll do a specific shift thing. But as you can see, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot that they've been working on. There's a lot that they've got going on. The app is in beta. This is a kick-ass video. This was by Believes Crypto. So there's that. I'm not even following that asshole either. Oh well. But anyway, look, Shift is going to have a moment, and if Steppen in a bear market, if Steppen is worth 600 million, then I gotta think in some way that Shift, when it launches, just by virtue of the launch, is worth 10 million to 50 million to 100 million, even if it never gets even close to what Steppen is doing. If it provides the same thing, then it's going to do, it's going to have a run. It's going to do, look, things are going to happen. And I got to get this off, by the way. And by the way, I hit channel. I got to get this back over here. And then what was the date? We were going to the 28th. 28th is right there. All right, so I get that channel back because I somehow or other I deleted it. So you can see right here, that's where we are. Growth token, Terrarium, only had one script so far, so don't compare Saitama and Terrarium. Yeah, we're going to compare. Comparisons are how things are done, so we're always going to compare things. Yes, I'm sure it will. Crypto B trade 50 million stock from 2020. You think Terrarium will 10-15x by the end of the year after their exchange is launched? Yeah, their exchange is going to move a big needle, and they've already got 115 million market cap, so it would not be. I would think that it's going to move pretty hard, and like I don't know if it's going to be after. I think that the best thing to do, and the most honest assessment that I could give you of this is go look at when the market dumped the last time and assume that it's going to dump harder. Go to a day chart over here, and let's look at the day trading on Terrarium right now. And we're looking at that June 13, June 14. Here we go, right here. Look at that 6 zeros where we're way down there at that 39.71 number. So that's not shift, that's volt. That's not Terra. I mean, I knew something didn't look right. We got to go to that number that we got around. Here we are. So in this June area where we have this low number over here, that's the move right now. Is we're going to see a dip down here to this area at least again or close to it. So I'm accumulating more Terra, but I'm not doing it until after the 28th when I see the lay of the land. If, by the way, just so you guys know, this is a risk on the investment, but on the 26th and 27th, we're probably going to get 75 basis points. That seems to be a lock right now. But the issue is on the 28th when we get the GDP. And when you go look at GDP estimates right now, then GDP now at the Federal Reserve is calling for a negative 1.5. So that's going to mean that we're in a recession. And the number was supposed to be 2. So I think we've priced in some of it, but it will mean that we are in a recession. And today is when we're going to get an update on this. So we'll see what the number looks like a little closer. But right now, we're going to be in a recession. And being in a recession does mean that this price action is probably going to pump downward. So this right here, my spot for we're going to be looking at the 20 right around here. That's going to be my accumulation spot. No, that's not even close. God damn, how did I screw that up? There we go. That's going to be my accumulation spot right in the 7s and 8s with 9 zeros. I think this is going to go down. And then I think from there, that's when we're going to start seeing like this is where, historically, that's when you start to see this move. So we'll probably see, let's pamp that shit down. We're going to see on the 28th, we'll see a move down here because that's just what's going to happen to the entire market. And if we see that, we're going to see a little bit of nervous sentiment, and then we're going to see some upward motion, and then we're going to start to see it rebuild, and we're going to see it find that support right there, which will be resistance. Then we'll find another one right here. Then we'll find another one right here, and then we'll be back in business. So you just got to play the market the way the market is meant to be played. If you do that, then you make a whole bunch of money. I don't know about the coming weeks, man. We can pamp that down just a little bit. It takes a little bit more time. It's going to take a little bit more time. I've been day trading Voyager. I keep hearing good things about trading Voyager. That's been real easy. Today, ain't today Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. What's up, Jason? The passenger that was with him was an analyst when he got his DUI. Well, I don't know about the conspiracies and stuff like that. Like I don't follow that because I don't work for the police, and I don't need to play whack-a-Democrat to make me feel better. So like I don't keep track of any of that stuff. I like Ben Shapiro, and I don't know about the Daily Caller, but I like him as a person, and I like what I hear when he gives his speeches when they're not insane, and he does some insane shit. Like everybody does crazy shit, but I don't care. So crypto was originally developed as a way for us to take back control from government. Yes. Why do you mix Wall Street and government system issues instead of creating our own world system? Because we don't have the mechanisms in which to do that. Probably just making sure we could hear by speaking in the microphone between his legs. 30x and trust me, he's always right. Dude, it's going to happen. Not following the news or current events. If we band together, it won't affect us. Now, you can't do that because here's the thing: you can't roll back. We've already let the genie out of the box now, and institutional investors are getting in on crypto. So mass adoption is happening on crypto. It's too late for it to roll back now. So we're going to see this mass adoption phase happen. Yeah, I know. I don't care what Paul Pelosi does. Like, there's a lot of people that, like, so what? Yeah, I'm sure he did. I can imagine that it probably happened. Before 2023, you must hit 20,000 subscribers. Come on now. Hey, man. Yeah, make that shit happen. Kicking myself for not buying Ape at $4. Fishing with Steve at Rocket Crypto at Cats. Damn. Yeah, Valentine, we just covered that a little while ago. So for anybody who's getting in here late, Bybit is now going to host a vote for Volt, and that's going to be on the 27th. You make your deposit, and for every USDT that you deposit over there in Volt, you will get one vote for $1. So if we all put $500 over there, then we will have that thing taken care of in very short order, and will be listed on Bybit. So yeah. I don't know. What I heard was that Who was going out of business and that they suspended everything, and that would be why their trading looks all weird. Here we go. By creating panic among users, leading to a large number of requests. Okay, so Who just suspended trading, and it's been suspended. They haven't reopened it yet, so not that I see. $1,500 monthly withdrawal limit. Ooh, you know what? I should take a bunch of money out before they do that everywhere. Just be like YOLO. Terra is going to do great things. Got their pull going. Now they're jerk off projects. Things are moving now. Yeah. So the thing about here's the thing about Terra though. Terra is at 115 million market cap. I've always said it's going to go to a $20 billion market cap. It'll probably go more, by the way. But that being said, it's already at 115 million. Like like that life-changing, crazy-ass money, that gets made down here at the 9 zeros. So we're already past that. So we're going to make good money, but this is going to be, 100x, 200x maybe. So if you went in for $1,000, then at right around now, then you'll make a couple 100,000 in a few years off of it. And we're guessing. I don't have the answer here, but I mean, these guys are pros. They know what they're doing, and these are successful crypto investors, by the way. After we say doctor and we throw all the hyperboles at them, they are successful crypto investors and have been. So, I really think that the thing is just gonna have a good run. So, I guess we'll just leave it at that. But I am excited about what the future holds for Terrarium. The market conditions do not warrant all the bad things that are happening, but as it stands right now, when the market conditions improve and we start to see a real opportunity for a pump, then Terrarium is going to be one of those big breakout projects. So, I mean, that's all I can say basically. Is like, we know what we're seeing. We know it's going to happen. We know how it's moving right now. Pop that parallel channel again across. Look at that. If we play the parallel channel out, we have to recreate it. Guess what? It recreates itself just about perfect. Let me get it out here. And then hit as many tops as we can right there. So there we go. So my Luffy, maybe take some profits if you get new positions. Yeah. What's going on, Seth? What's up? Let's see. All right, Old and Terra, sure bet. Yeah, they're all gonna look. We got good tokens over here. Everything over here. Just because you're not hearing anything about Phantom right now doesn't mean that in a couple months you're not going to see a tremendous product pop out. That, even if it's not a revolutionary product, it's going to be a competitor to Twitter. It's going to be a competitor to Telegram, and that's going to have some value, and investors are going to get in on that. So when the market dumps, I'm going to be okay. So when the market dumps, I'm going to throw a little bit more into everything that I have over here as a side note, but then I'm going to go real heavy into Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're going to be the first ones to pump. So I'm going to be putting a little bit in to each one of these to continue to increase my position. And again, I might go into Saitama a little bit, and I might go heavier than some of these just because, I think Saitama moves pretty quickly and it'll pop up a 2 or 3x and I can take profit off of that and then move that over into some other plays as well. But then the rest of it's all going into Ethereum and Bitcoin because those are the ones that are going to run and go the craziest. So what's going on, man? All right, guys, that is my time. That is my alarm. That means my time here is done. Guys, it's not financial advice. My name is Bleaves. I am always right. And be very careful in your trading. Looks like we're pumping today, but the pump has already started to happen. So if you're going to make any kind of position play, please do it responsibly and carefully and do not get wrecked, knowing in advance that around the 28th of this month, we are going to get wrecked. Now, you got most of the day to work on whatever gift it is that you're going to give me. Remember, I take Volt hats. I take Terrarium shirts. I take all that good stuff. So just remember all that. And you guys have a good day. And we will see you for Bedtime with Bleaves at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. Have a good night, guys.
Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. I'm always right. I'm always right.